What's going on, y'all? So listen. Y'all look, the Grammys is on, okay? If y'all want to know, this is that shrimp soup I was talking to y'all about. It is so fucking good, alright? You know how old girl be on there, she be like, why would she be tapping the shit like that? And then, it is so fucking good. Let me stop fucking with y'all. Anyway. But it is so fucking good. The Grammys is on tonight. I'm pretty sure this gonna be a filler ass episode. I'm watching and flipping back and forth. Bitch, they started the Grammys off with Kendrick Lamar. I made a fucking tweet about, oh, they started the Grammys off with Kendrick Lamar to piss off all the fucking white people and shit. Now, of course, I fuck around and turn back and look at my goddamn mentions and why them shits blowing up with a whole bunch of white people that are pissed the fuck off. Chat. It is what it is, though. Y'all just proved the point. Any fucking way. So, we get into the episode. They talking about the whole shit with what happened on the trip to Houston. Portia got a little chef up in there. Hey, Miss Chef Girl, you can come over to my crib and teach me how to be vegan any day, okay? But she was a cutie. And she invited Kim over. Once again, they talking about this shit, and of course, because it's Kenya, and yes, Kenya was out of line. I cussed the bitch out in the last episode, but what I won't stand for is Kim coming up in this bitch. I don't even fucking like Kenya. But what you not gonna do is keep coming on here making Kenya your fucking storyline. Because Kenya ain't do a goddamn thing to your ass. You started it and she ended that shit and you just can't fucking take. Portia, you can shut the fuck up too about the whole situation because Kenya ain't really been saying shit to you or whatever. And it is what it is. Let her, Shamia, and Cynthia handle that at. You up here, well, Cynthia did this and Cynthia like her little lacking and she didn't do this. Okay, and what? Move the fuck on. That ain't got shit to do with you. Can y'all talk about what y'all do? Okay? Kim, I don't understand why you so invested with Kenya. She ain't got no man. She ain't been fucked in so long. She ain't got no kids. What you talking about? She this and she that. How you know? Unless you keeping up with a bitch. And that don't mean that you got to be on her page personally or whatever. You keeping up with what's been saying on the blogs and shit. Okay? The shit is getting old and tired just like your face, Kim. Okay? Stop it. Stretched and worn the fuck out. Then we get Kandi, she's about to throw this big Essence event for the release of her Essence cover, which is cute. And she brought Carmen in to go ahead and do all the stuff with her because she needs some help. You got Mama Joyce is there too, girl. Okay, and my whole thing is this. They was asking how shit went in Houston. Don Juan, we get it, we get it. The one thing that I cannot stand is when men get into women stuff. I know Kandi is your friend, and I know you want to stand up for her, and I understand that you feel hurt when your girl hurt because of all the shit that was said about her by Portia with Phaedra, whatever. But you look very pussyfied and you look like a bitch when you keep going in on this girl who didn't do nothing to you. And I get trying to stand up for your girl, but your girl ain't really saying shit. And see, Kandi allows this stuff to happen because she won't say it, but they will. And then she was like, you invited her. She said no, but I mean, Don Juan didn't send out no invitation. She said send her out an invitation so she could see the glow up and see what it means to do bigger and better. And I'm sitting here like, what the fuck, Kandi? Ever since episode 1, you ain't want to be around this bitch, okay? And you only get in this situation when you around her when it's somebody else event. So, and I understood why you didn't want to be around her nor associated with her because of the whole lie, the rape allegation, all that shit. That's detrimental to your reputation and stuff like that. Nobody cares about that or want that on them. You know what I'm saying? So you have an issue with her being around, but then you want to invite her to your event just to show the fuck off. That makes no fucking sense. Okay, girl, pick a fucking side. Do you want to be cool with the bitch or do you not want to be cool with the bitch? Because if I don't like a bitch because they did something fucked up to me like that to that fucking extent, you're not coming to none of my shit. You're not even a fucking thought. Okay, quit fucking playing with me with this bullshit. So, Cynthia's getting ready for this little visit by Will. Will is finally kind of make it through to Lake Bailey and trying to put it in where he fit it in. Okay. And she on the phone with Mallory like, hey girl, what's up? What's up, girl? Bitch, guess what I'm over here doing? What you doing, bitch? I'm over here making sushi. For who? Because we're about to come over to Lake Bailey. Oh, bitch, for real? Well, let me let you go when you handle that. I was sitting here like, It's cute though. It's cute though. I ain't gonna lie. Even though Cynthia is acting like a naive teenager with this whole situation with Will, and when I say that, I'm talking about, not heeding the warnings or whatever, taking into account. But like she says, she a grown ass woman. She can do whatever the fuck it is that she want to do, and she just dating. So if she trying to weed out the shit, he comes over. She tell him how she feel and how people been talking shit about him, and she was like, I like dating you. He was like, well, I like dating you too. She was like, but bitch, are we dating or are we just dating? Because I'm on a dating app and people been saying shit about you. He was like, look, I'm about to turn 42 at the end of the year, and I'm too damn old. I'm looking for a woman to settle down with. I want this and I want that. I said, okay, did you hear when she said she was on a dating app? And he said, hold up, I don't like that. I said, for some reason, I was like turned off, and I was like turned off because I was like, bitch, you don't talk to her like that. Y'all ain't even exclusive. Who the fuck are you? But I was turned on at the same time, like, you better talk that shit and put her in check. Cynthia liked it too. But she was like, I don't want to be dating just like pinned down right there. She trying to get out there. I said, okay, I see you trying to play the field, but it really don't seem like it, Cynthia. You really want this man, all right? And she gonna do whatever the fuck it is that she can to keep him. I said, if you don't want to hear nobody warnings, don't do it. It is what it is. You do what you do. That's your relationship. That's your life. Do what you do, okay? I don't feel nothing wrong with it. Just seems a little naive a little bit, just a tiny bit, but Cynthia got this. Then we get this shit with Eva Marcellus. Okay, Eva Marcellus comes on the scene. She meeting up with Nene. Nene and her know each other. They go way back because I guess they both shared the same glam team years ago. Marcellus, well, Eva, she's cool with she knows Cynthia because they got the same business partner too. Cynthia do the eyeglass wear and all that shit. I don't know what business Eva got, but they got the same business partner. She wanted to let us know about her husband, or her soon-to-be husband, Michael Sterling. First of all, let me tell you about my husband. So his name is Michael Sterling, and he's running for mayor. Yeah, I heard of him. He ain't get it. And he like, girl, he's my everything. Like, he that type of person, if I got a headache or something, he'll make his own medicine and stuff, throw some garlic outside in the yard and shit. I was like, all right, stand up for your man. Kevin McCall is at home watching this piss the fuck off. And that's all I'm going to say on that one, bitch. Let me say something. First of all, Ed Sheeran just won a Grammy for Best Pop Song. Kandi and Tiny don't get none of that either, right? Bitch, listen, we'll figure this shit out. Because it's for the shape of you, and it's sample No Scrub, and they wrote No Scrub and all that and produced that. It is what it is. So Kenya and her cousin, they up there going shopping for some exercise equipment. Bitch, I want to get some new shit. I got some new shit that coming in later, but, speaking of exercise equipment, bitch, I'm dead ass serious. Like, my whole basement just got some shit. Got my own little gym working out and shit. I'm old and shit when you get excited about shit like that. But it is what it is, okay? But moving on from that, I don't care about this scene, okay? So I ain't finna give it much. Kenya is going on talking about this gonna be motivation probably for her husband to stay in Atlanta a few more days. If it's working out for her and him being a long distance married couple, I could see being a long distance, boyfriend, girlfriend, trying to work that shit out. But I just feel like, once you marry, you need to be together. Like, you ain't got to be together all the time. I mean, living in the same house, bitch. That's what I'm saying. But if this how they want to play it, he don't want to move from New York, you going to stay down in Atlanta. And if it's working, do you. It's Kandi's little essence thing, the little party. Everybody showing up. Shamia's there. Shamia get greeted by Don Juan and Cameron and all that stuff. And they all cool or whatever. But when Portia comes in, Portia's confused why she was invited in the first place. Bitch, I'm confused why you accepted and you went. Okay? They really must have a hold on their neck and be like, bitch, if production say go here, you better go here. Or you ain't getting paid X amount of dollars. Because, bitch, I would never set myself up like that. Portia come up in there, she looking stupid, don't nobody say shit to her. Shamia the only one talking to her. Kandi and them finally come up in there, and cause Cynthia's there, and besides that, nobody else is talking to Portia. Portia is sitting on the couch. I'm like, why don't you come and talk and say something to everybody? I'm like, no, just let her sit right there and be atmosphere for the moment, because don't nobody want to fuck with her right now. I don't understand it. It's not making sense to me. So, while at the event, And Shamia had came over to Portia and was like, why don't you get up and mingle and say something or whatever. Kandi had came over there and was talking to her mama. She was like, hey, mama, you look nice. And she was like, yeah, girl, you look nice too. And all that shit. Shamia was like, hey, y'all, how y'all doing? She was like, hey, bitch. Portia was standing in the background. She decided to get up and she get over there. She was like, hey, Kandi. She was like, hey, Portia. Listen, thank you for inviting me because I really wanted to come and I wanted to support you and all that because this is well deserved and everything. So I'm really, really proud of you. She was like, okay, thank you. My whole thing is, and then from Candy's little thing in a confessional, you know, she's not setting boundaries on Portia. She just or doing some shit, but she's setting boundaries around herself. Okay, then there's our boundaries that Portia won't be able to cross. So if you're gonna set boundaries like that, why the fuck did you? This is stupid, Candy. You falling for the bullshit too. You doing this fake shit too. See, bitch, come on now. It's irritating my soul right about now because this is dumb as hell. You don't want the bitch around, but you want her around so you can make. It makes no fucking sense. I don't give a fuck if production told you to do this, whatever. Bitch, you could have opened up your mouth and stipulated what the fuck you wanted to do up in this goddamn contract because this ain't making no damn sense. It's making you look dumb as fucking petty as shit. Now, I'm here for a little bit of petty, but this is the stupid petty, okay? Anyway, Eva and Nene in the car, they on their way going to the event. And Cynthia and Will are there already at the event, booed up, whatever, and we get this conversation. First of all, Nene had to make it be known that, you know, because I think Eva said she did Essence magazine before or was in it or something like that, and Nene had to make it be known that, bitch, I was on Ebony magazine. Yeah, I did a cover too. I was on Ebony though, okay? I said, all right, throw your accolades out there, throw your rep out there. I mean, hey, whatever. But Eva had to make it known that she know Will. Is Will gonna be there? I met him at a cocktail bar and he was with his girlfriend. His girlfriend? Like, kiss? Girlfriend? Like, yeah, that's his girlfriend or whatever. And I mean, maybe time is fast and they broke up. Maybe they broke up that night. I don't know. Did they say how long that they was dating? No, he didn't say how long. I said, so what the fuck is the point of saying this, Eva? I don't get it. Okay? And then we get cut to another scene with Cynthia and she talking to Will and was like, when was your last relationship? He said he been single for 2.5 years. So it's like, what's the point? Why would you put that out there without giving a timeline? Because they made it seem like Eva just seen him at a bar yesterday and he's up here messing around with Cynthia today. Like, girl, okay, you want here to be messy with Nene? That's what it is. So everybody is showing up. Finally, you got Kim coming in. You got Kenya is there. Kim and Sheree, like I said. Kim comes over there to Kandi talking about something. Yeah, girl, I brought one of your sex toys for my friend who never had one and all this stuff. I can't stand when a bitch come in your face and act like we all to the good, like we close like we used to be. Nah, don't do no shit like that to me. Even Kandi said, you know, we was cool back in the day. We alright, but we'll never get that closeness back. Okay? And I thought, girl, please. It was just all fake as shit. Um, you know, Marlo shows up and Marlo was like, bitch, me and I see you, Cynthia and Will, y'all matchy with your black on. Guess what? I'm matchy with your ex. Cynthia's like, who? Peter. Peter ain't here. Peter was there, okay? And Peter there came to see, you know, the unveiling of the cover and he left. He literally left right after. He spoke to Ty and left, okay? You know, and Cynthia, I was like, girl, why you acting so? I understand that's your ex. That's your ex. That ain't your now. That ain't your current. That's your ex, okay? So you shouldn't feel any type of way because you out here getting your date on and he out here getting his date on too. You talking about something you wanted to go over there and say something. Call that nigga up on the phone, all right? Who gives a shit? You there with your man. Focus on that, okay? Well, you there with your date, I should say, because y'all not exclusive. That man for everybody. When Ty get up there and give his little speech, he said something about, Kandi could have a falling out with you and still, may not be talking to you for a point in time or whatever, but she'll still do this and do that or some shit like that. Either way, Kim was the one that got offended by it, talking about something. I don't know what Ty talking about. I've been here longer than he has and all this shit. I said, bitch, you ain't the only person that she got an issue with, but you there. So, that probably wasn't even directed towards you. That probably was directed towards Portia. But when Kandi got up there and accepted her little thing, and she said, and to all the people that took me to a place where I didn't want to go, I thank you too, because I'm here, I'm better, and I elevated. I said, well, bitch, this is some petty ass shit. Y'all can be like, I would have did the same thing, and this is what she deserved. I get it. Portia ain't shit for what happened last season, but I just feel like this was so petty and unnecessary, because why bring that energy into an event that you're doing for yourself? It should be focused on yourself. I wouldn't even have that bitch there, okay, so that I would have to acknowledge the fact that she there. And that's exactly what you did. You didn't name her, okay, but you acknowledged that she was there by saying that in that statement. Like, come on now, it was stupid. After that, Eva and them, they started talking about the whole thing with Will, and she claims that this meetup or whatever that she saw, mind you, she only saw him once, just so happened to only saw him once, seen him one time in her life, and this happened a couple of months, like 2.5 months ago. And I'm like, okay, and why you telling, I it's stupid, and I get it. You, first of all, you don't owe no allegiance to goddamn Cynthia, because you don't know the bitch, first of all. Other ones, I can understand why you want to be all up in her business, trying to protect her, whatever, because you don't want to see her hurt. She just went through a divorce and all that shit. You don't want to see, that fuck shit go down. That's understandable. And of course, Cynthia took the message, and I just didn't like how all of them stood around and they was just giving a piece, as if she was supposed to drop that man right then and there or whatever. I'm glad Cynthia just said she received it or whatever. Cynthia's a grown ass woman, and if she want to continue dating that man, let her continue dating that man. If he turns around and fuck her up in the end, that's gonna be on her, and that's gonna be a lesson she's gonna learn, because she's back in the dating field, and this is what she gotta go through. You gotta weed through the frogs to get to the next Prince Charming or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Okay, that's what she's doing. All right, let her handle her affairs the way that she want to handle her affairs, and then for King to go over there and talk it out with Will and let him know what was up. Okay, that's fine. But then when Cynthia talked to him, it's like, first of all, I don't really honestly feel like he did anything, like he's not 100% in the wrong if he was dating somebody, because Eva said this was, like a few days before it went public about him and Cynthia. Okay, that leaked to the blogs. Nobody put that on the box. It leaked to the blog. So anyway, if he was with somebody, maybe, or talking to somebody, who gives a shit, because him and Cynthia weren't exclusive, and they still not exclusive. That is not his girlfriend. They just dating. Okay? Now, weed this shit out so that Cynthia can figure out what the fuck she want to do. And if she decides to stay with the man, let her stay with the man and get closer to him, which it seems like they still together. So what the fuck? So, whatever. So Eva get confronted by Will, talking to Cynthia. He stumped when Eva came to the picture, bitch. This is why I'm not defending Michael. What is his fucking name? I'm not defending Will. Don't get the fucked up. I'm not defending Will, because it's clear that the motherfucker is lying. If you saw that last scene when he was stumbling and he was getting pissed. Now I understand not wanting people to lie on your name or whatever, but bitch, you did tell Cynthia you was single for 2.5 years, okay? If you dating, you still single if you ask me. But you should say that you dating, whatever. But then when Kenya had confronted Will about the time limit, he said the time frame, he said 7 months. But remember when Eva said it was 2.5. But then Will had told Cynthia that he was single for 2.5 years. You know what I'm saying? So that right there, make you look at Will sideways. And we've been looking at him sideways because he just seems too good to be fucking true. But once again, regardless, it's gonna be Cynthia's decision to do whatever the fuck it is. And for them, I just want them to butt the fuck out. Y'all done told her what it was. Eva, he confronted you. And for Nene to say, wait a minute, you don't talk to no woman like that. You don't holler or get upset with a woman. Bitch, I will get upset. And if you a man, you a woman, you can get upset with each other. Just don't put your hands on him. And if it's concerning him, he has every right to be fucking upset. Okay? If he want to get upset. But in this case, Will got upset because he lying about something. Okay? And Eva called him out. And I still feel like Eva was being fucking messy because she ain't had to say shit. Or she should have only just said the shit to Cynthia. Instead of saying it to Nene and then saying it to the group of girls, you should have pulled Cynthia to the side in the first place. And like Will said, bitch, you should have pulled him to the side. But second thought, Will, why does she need to pull you to the side unless you trying to get your cover story together? That's where his thing was coming from. Check that. Okay? But You know, he like, fuck all this shit. I'm trying to be a perfect gentleman. Now you didn't fuck that up. No, you fucked that up by, you know, crisscrossing your story or whatever. She just brought it to the surface and your shit just came out. Everybody was already looking at you funny, okay? I don't know what the fuck the truth is. Like I said, Cynthia and Will are still together. And then I guess Marlo or somebody knows some other shit about him. And so that's going to be a to be continued. Like I said, it was all messy towards the end. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. And I will see you guys later. Peace.